Welcome to my first Rainbow Fairy Goddess podcast. It's going to be a video podcast. Real quick, disclaimer, I'm on my phone. I don't know how long this video will go for. I hope it goes for more than 5-10 minutes. And yeah, alright. Water, because energy, we need. Mandalorian pillow, because we love. Okay, I don't know who's going to be watching this. Podcasts. What would I think of when I think of podcasts? I think of expressing my life to help others, to know they're not alone. I've listened to now 2 podcasts. Liz Boss, you out there, girl love. And this new one, Manifestation Babe, which happened to spontaneously click on a drive to get a keychain for my car this morning. And usually I'm like, I don't know, like go back to music, but doing things that you don't normally do creates new energy, new pathways, neural pathways, right? And it did, and it's been interesting, and I'll definitely keep listening to her whenever I probably go for a drive now. Music's cool, but there's time for it all, and if I want to keep working on myself, it's 111. That's what I'm going to do. So podcast. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Personally, if you can leave a comment to the subscribers, I currently have 17 of you, where you would like me to go with my podcast, like what you'd like to know about me. I am almost 25 years old, half of fucking 50, which is ridiculous. And yes, I've done heaps of shit, but at the same time, I have not created any foundations, I'll be honest. I've always struggled with that. But the only thing that's because it's timing. How I see it is, I just want to experience everything, and like, not everyone, but also, yes, eventually, that would be pretty cool too. We can go into that later, but yeah, I want to experience everything, and then eventually, if it works out, create a whole business, boss-ass business on everything I've experienced or skills-wise, and then monetize that from a place of helping people in love rather than desperation and need. We can go on that later. I don't like that energy just there. That was but yeah, so I'm just being brutally honest. I don't know where to go with, but we're at 2 minutes. It was just 2. Wasn't it just 1 now? 2. Spirituality, love. Numerology, love. Astrology, love. Love. Yeah, write down what you love. Okay, like what I mean by that is it's easy to love so many things, right? But what is it, that voice, that inner voice, that light within you that just comes out, like you're walking about, right? And you're like, oh, I love this. And that it just came out. Like you didn't think. That is who you are. That is a part of you, part of your light work. For me, it's lights and colours. So I love Christmas lights. I love anything that lights up. Hence my room, if you've seen my prior videos, is all about lights and colour. We're at 3 minutes now. Interesting. But this is my first podcast. Obviously told you I'm posting like everything on this YouTube channel from whatever that description said. I might update that description later on when I feel more aware of what my role is here and what I'm to present to you guys, but you got to start somewhere, and I've started at 24 on YouTube again. It's never too late to start. That's one thing Liz Boss taught me today's podcast, which is really cool. By the way, if you're ever experiencing like just heartbreak, struggling, hardship, sorry, I'm getting distracted by a message I just got, but it's all fine. If you're ever distracted by experiencing pain in here with the heart from past relationships, check her out. The podcast is called Date Yourself, something along those lines. Oh, bloody notification. Okay, I gotta learn when I'm doing podcasts, maybe to silence my notifications, but told you I'm just being honest with what's coming through right now in this present moment, because isn't it so fun? It's the only way. 4 minutes. I think I'm just gonna let this go until it stops, to be honest. I am feeling really inspired and much better today, which is really good. Everyone loves to feel good, don't they? When it's tough, and no one likes to feel those emotions. And the thing is, you're gonna feel them regardless. So you can either struggle or not. And to be honest, I struggle. I struggle with my emotions when I feel like shit. Hence why, and I'll mention this now, I'm seeing my therapist again from the past. I don't know if you've watched one of my videos about how to process your emotions. I said this lady who says ride the wave, that's her. Shout out to her, I won't give the name or anything away, but lots of love to that woman. She only holds loving space for me, but she also has this like grounding reality to me as well. Because like I said, I do have a strong spirituality background, and that did stem from a traumatic experience, NDA near-death experience, in 2016, and I sourced out to spirituality to understand everything that was going on energetically, and I got lost in it, and I can still get lost from time to time, hence why I'm creating my physical foundations now, hopefully. I always think I am, and they're just forced from underneath me being like, no, redirect, and you're just like, I'm like, here we go again, another roller coaster of life, which never ends. Oh man, I haven't had like specific horrible events happen to me for me to be so emotionally like, you know, up and down. Just, it's my soul like wants to, I think, help others, so like it's experiencing all the hardships you could possibly experience in a lifetime. I can't explain that, you know, heartbreak, redirection, loss of job, endless things, self-harm, which we can go into that later. Yeah, so to relate to you guys, to know you're not alone, and like it's fucked, it's shit, it sucks, admit it, it's shit, it really is at times, right? But then at times it's like amazing too. And if you're anything like me, it's like one or the other, but I'm building that, like I'm building these little steps to get more into the middle ground, and hopefully it works out. If it doesn't, then I just live in the ups and downs. It's not horrible, right? You're gonna feel shit and you're gonna feel good. Like, at least you're feeling, at least you're alive. If you're gonna break it down to be grateful and humble, be humble. Stand up, sit down, be humble. Yeah, 6 minutes. I wonder how you guys are. I've asked many times in my videos to comment below how you are and stuff. I also don't like YouTube, the fact that when this isn't shown to kids, then people can't comment. I don't rate that. That sucks. I have to say that this isn't for kids, and then people can comment. But if it's not for kids, which, because kids, bro, like, trust me, they're more resilient than you think, especially at a young age. They know who they are more when they're younger than they are when they're older. Just so you know. My notifications are killing me. And yeah, they know who they are, and when they get older, then they're influenced by a lot of things around them, and they lose themselves again. And then they refine themselves, and it's just a whole process of finding and losing and finding. But it's always there. It's just covered by a lot of shit. A lot of yucky shit. But yeah. Cool. Podcast number 1. Fuck yeah. I wonder if I'll get monetized from swearing, but like, fuck it. I love swearing. I do. It has the power to it. Everything is how you say it. It's the tone you use, right? It's powerful. And I'll tell you, what people do less of and what they have more prejudice towards holds more power. Why is that? It's because they're giving power away in saying that this thing is bad. So they'll use it less, which holds more space of that energetic blueprint, imprint. I know that sounds batshit crazy. I don't know how to explain it. The less traveled path basically holds more power because less people are doing it. You know, so it's more authentic, more original, rather than following everyone else, doing what everyone else does, and all that, which is totally fine too. Oh my god, bro, like, I'm still a follower. And I don't think it's a bad thing. We're, like, programmed to, like, not feel alone and follow others for support, you know, to feel seen, loved, all this stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to strip away from that more and more, which I have been. I'm getting lost now. I don't know, I was trying to be really smart and shit, but that didn't really work out. I think you get the gist though. Do you, be you, you're amazing as you. As you are right now. Right now, whatever the fuck you're doing, you're amazing. Right now. Right now. And always. Remember that. You're amazing. And I love you. And yeah. I'm really excited for this channel. Really excited. I didn't see myself doing this when I had my plan in the past with the world and reality I lived in then, with my partner and everything. But I took a leap into the unknown, and it's been a tough one, but it looks like very rewarding. Not at all times, but those moments of the nuggets, golden nuggets, holds a lot of things. I'm getting so many notifications that it's just, isn't it funny? Like, I'm recording and all these notifications are coming in, but otherwise, like, I would not be getting notifications. Law of attraction. It's like I'm sending out energy to others through this video eventually gets posted, and people can feel that just in my friend group. Like, yeah, everything's energy. You might not understand that. Some people will, ones who understand energy and how it works, which I can go into as well, but I'm still learning, by the way, so the more I learn I know what I know and I don't know what I don't know. It's a quote by my brother, who's I'm sure quoted by someone else, but you know what you know, you don't know what you don't know. That's being just honest, humble. Stand up, sit down, be humble. How good is that song? Because every time you hear humble, it goes up and down. Like that's the answer, if that makes sense. The answer is when you say something for someone to pick up the frequency it runs on and bring it into their present moment. Create success. If we're talking about monetizing success and finances or financial stuff, they cracked something there with the Be Humble song, because everyone pretty much knows it, mostly, by the way. Respect to the ones who have no idea what it is. Oh my god, love you. Like, off the grid, this, that, amazing. It's good for your health. I've been off the grid for a while now, and I'm loving it, but I probably will get back onto it eventually when I'm doing it for not me, for others. That makes sense. Being of service to others. Finding a purpose. Otherwise, I'm just there scrolling and looking and comparing and judging, and it's not healthy, nor is it good. Yeah, I also mentioned here, I don't can relate, I am post 4 months quitting smoking and vaping. And I don't want it. At times I crave it, sure, but I don't want it. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't think I'd do that either. Like, bro, you don't understand. Just, life is interesting. You will think a certain way, and if it's not for your highest good, it will fall from underneath you. You will struggle holding on, but let it go. Don't resist. Flow. Flow. Flow like water. Like a water. Oh man, this is good. I enjoy this. I hope people are enjoying this too. I think you are too, by the way. Let me know in the comments below if you're enjoying it. Not desperate, but it's fun to hear from you, because we're gonna eventually connect and you're gonna eventually be reaching out, and I'll be like, yo, hi, wherever you're from, globally, here, age, anything, it's all accepted. Whether you're above, whether you're an old man, an old woman, anything, sorry, all genders, by the way, you know, all accepted. How you look, everything, it's just all accepted. You're loved. I see through that. Why my channel's like this is because I see through. I see through the masks, the facades, the stories that are shown. Like, even though the stories are beautiful, it makes who you are, but I see through it and I see your soul, and everyone's soul is beautiful, unique, pure, and love. Love and light is everyone, no matter what you've done, no matter anything. And I mean, really, truly, I'm not going to go into this. It's caused a lot of just like backlash, but whatever the fuck you've done, you are light and love, and you deserve the most. And the more you think you're not, the more you want that, and the more you are, the more I'm going to shine that onto you. Because I have so much love and light to give. If it's not channeled somewhere, then I just feel empty. You know, I want to give, I want to, and I love. Yeah, I love. That's my tattoo right here on my thigh. It says love in my writing. My ones that have like words are both all in my writing, and I think they all will be. I want to get rejection is protection. So many, but we'll get there eventually. And a piercing right here. That's probably my last piercing to make my face, is right here. 2 purple dermals. I think it'd be adorable. Yeah. Because you owe it to yourself to try something that you said you were going to do, even in the past, even if time has passed on. Which gets me thinking about the past, but that's relevant there. Shouldn't go into, but we're at 13 minutes. I'm proud of how long my phone has gone. I think I'm going to pretty much call it very soon if my phone doesn't call it. But I'm enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying this. Let me know if you're enjoying this. And I know it looks like it's very cocky and egotistical because it's just me chatting, but that's what podcasts are, right? Like, I've literally reflected on this, and the more you can just like accept what they are, like the more you can take in and learn, because technically it's a mirror. If you're saying it's egotistical and all that stuff, that's what you're saying. Like, you are at those times, you know, so you showing who you are to the world, you think it's egotistical, so then you hide. That was what I did anyway. I thought it was all superficial and stuff, but honestly, if you're helping someone else, has it superficial in any way fucking possible, right? No matter if you're on a platform, this, famous, that, you're a voice, you're heard and you're seen, and you have a responsibility to those people who are listening to you as well. You know? Yeah. That's my time machine, remember? I gotta show you her, bro. Like, my room, everything's really changed recently. Huge transformation from my first video, which was all about, which we'll get into. And I've left it there because it's me, and that's where I was in that beginning place. If people can see through that, then they're the people I want as subscribers. But if they can't, then that's totally fine too. But yeah, I was convinced I was gonna win the lottery, go back with my ex, all this stuff. And here I am whether any of that comes true or not, I can't hold on to that and wait for that. I'm creating my own lottery, and I've created that in my room. And it's you. You are the lottery. You've already won it all. You are everything and more. And I've realised that it's not something out there. It's within here. I could be wrong again. I'm gonna be taught again, but it is what it is. And yeah, everything's transformed. I have stopped and let go of the lottery. I am letting go of my ex. I've actually started dating, and that's interesting. And I'm really excited to actually date a bunch of people, genders by the way, so I can understand people in general, how they work, what I like in a relationship. The more you're out there and exposed, the more you're gonna understand what you want in a relationship. And Liz Boss, the podcast, I'm telling you, she's amazing. I fucking love her. She's awesome. Just love her. She literally did that. How her podcast came about is because she has so much experiences, just like myself, you know. And she wanted to bring that out to people to help them to know that they are heard, not alone in everything. And that's how I felt, and that's why I'm here. So it's like a full butterfly effect. Here's my butterfly wings. You probably can't wait. Yeah. Not butterfly wings, but the angel wings. Oh, I can do this if they don't flash. Ta-da! Fixed up. Yeah, so that's my plan, is to date around. I haven't done that before. Like, well, I have, but it's more like, I know family's gonna eventually listen to this, but yeah, it was more sexual. Because there's a whole story there too, of self-harm and not wanting people to see me in vulnerable positions, like, you know, naked and stuff. So I never really dated. I always hid. I have a big story of hiding who I am in my light. Hence why I'm out here now, sharing my light. Even though I'm still going through very similar stuff, but I don't want to be hiding anymore. That's what I realized. Yeah, I am too valuable to be hidden. So are you, by the way. You are. Yeah, and in the past it was exploring my sexuality because, yeah, I haven't had much sex, to be honest. 6 partners altogether, and my last one was my ex. I'm proud of that number. I'm getting more intentional now, but yeah, and what a journey. I hid because of self-harm, which I'll get into. It's not what you think of cutting and stuff, which, by the way, I have zero judgment. I know life is hard sometimes, and I know we need a release, and I know energy's intense, and I know sometimes, like, that's just the easiest thing to do. I get it. I'm there. Still there. Mine is picking my skin, my chest. This baby I've picked for 7 years, 8 years. Hence why that's where my boobs are. Hence why I'm getting very vulnerable now, and I did want to do that. I did want to share my channel eventually what was the biggest trauma in my life and what I'm dealing with the most strongest currently still to date. Because now this is where proper growth comes. My voice has changed, as you can see, because I am vulnerable and scared, but I've always wanted to share my story, so I know it'll help people, and if they can relate, then that's all I want. That's all I want. I'm done hiding, I really am. But yeah, so picking my skin, I've done for 7 years, and go into that in a separate episode. 19 minutes, impressive. And so yeah, I didn't really do, like, yeah, my first relationship with my ex, I was 21, so age doesn't really matter, right? Number, it's a number, but I never dated before then. I would hook up, not sex, just like kissing and stuff, you know, because I told you I didn't feel comfortable with my body. Blessing in disguise, protection, you never know. It is, definitely. And then before my ex, I started exploring sexually and had a lot of fun, you know, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. I copped some shit from family members being like, oh, you know, that's really slutty and shit because you're just fucking around, but that's what I hate, is the prejudice that girls, and everyone mentions this, the girls will get that guys don't, you know. We're doing the same thing, yeah, girls are whores and sluts, but guys are like, yeah, good on you, bruv. For me, it's good on you, girl. You know? Yeah, it's funny as I talk, I know family members will be viewing this, and I know they're gonna have their judgments, but I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for, well, me, number one, and you viewers who are gonna see this, who don't know me, who can relate. That's what I'm doing it for. So anyway, that's there. Why did I bring this up? Oh, I don't know. I'd have that sometimes. I get lost in thought and things like that. I usually come back around, but this time doesn't seem to be. But oh yeah, dating. So I just started dating again, and yeah, it's fun. I've wanted to date since I broke up with my ex. I guess I just never thought I was ready. But you're never really ready. You just gotta try. Like, you're never gonna be ready. You just gotta do it. And I can tell myself about that because I'm still unemployed and I gotta get a job. And it looks like I'll be going back to my parents' work, which they always have a spot for me, which is really nice of them. I love my family. I really do. It's unconditional. It really is unconditional here. Like, at the very core of it, it's all unconditional. It is. Everyone's unconditional at the core of it. Look beyond the surface, trust me. Anyway, yeah, so we're dating. I've got my first hickey in ages. Told you I'm honest and like it's funny. Yeah, I don't know to go into that and stuff, but yeah, he's a very interesting guy. I gave him my YouTube channel so he might watch this, but he is very interesting. Don't know where it's gonna go, but yeah, it's fascinating. It's challenged me a lot, and what I like about it, which I want to mention, and then I'll probably wrap this up for 22 minutes, is you're always changing. And if you're going through a big thing in your life, and if someone can still be by your side through that, they're a keeper. They're a mother effing keeper. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really proud of myself to have been doing this podcast. It started really light and fluffy in the beginning, and honest still, but now we've gotten like into the core of it. We'll get more, and you can hear my story as well, which is a fascinating one. A lot of mystical, spiritual experiences. They've been really cool. And I'm saying this, and then I'm going to say, and I'm telling you, I'll tell you in a different podcast, which kind of is annoying because it requires patience to wait for it. But yeah, I don't feel like getting into it. I don't have much energy anymore. I tapped into honesty about my skin picking, which has been like an ongoing thing, and that always gets to me. If you can relate, I feel your pain. It's not an easy thing, and it sucks to see yourself after you do it, because in the moment it feels good. All those things that are not good for you feel good in the moment, and afterwards it's shit. After you come down from the high, it's shit. Not just like substances, emotional highs. It's hard. So I feel you. I see you, I feel you, I am you. I love you. That is my motto. My little love heart. Shit. My love heart. Right. I see you. I feel you. I am you. I love you. Oh my god, that was so clever. Right? I love that. How cool is that? Yeah, anyway. Rainbow Fairy Goddess is probably going to be out again for her first podcast, which I don't know if it's a podcast, it's just me chatting on a video camera again. It's just longer than normal. It'd be cool though to get a podcast up on Spotify long term eventually. I have no idea how it's going to happen, but you've got to start somewhere. I'm starting here. So, also love my alien voice. Hello. I know you're true. I love you. I see you. I feel you. I love you. I love you. Alright. Peace out. Have a really good day. And if you're not, have a shit day. Accept it. Be like, yep, that's it. It's a shit day. Another shit day. It's alright. If you're trying everything under the sun to help yourself, and it's not working, accept it. It's shit. you won't feel like that forever. It's temporary, but you gotta feel it. You gotta feel those emotions to know that, to know the difference between feeling good and not good as well, by the way. But it's healing. I'm gonna add another episode, but I love you. Remember that, and love you as well, because you're amazing. And come out of the cave. Stop hiding. Show the world who you are. We're driven on social media. Just come out. Express yourself. You never know what will happen. I love you. Podcast 1 out. Bam.